My name is Mark Busby. I'm the climbing category manager for Scarpa North America. Within the Scarpa collection, we've got three kind of main categories. We've got the all-day performance part of the line, which has got our Origins and Helixes and Force and Maestros in. Then we move into the performance part of the line with the Instinct family and the Vapor family. And then we move up to the specialised performance part of the line, quite asymmetric in their footprints, quite aggressively downturned in their heel-to-toe profile. And what you see with these shoes is really this continuum going through from really supportive shoes that have got great front pointing, stiffer shoes like this Margot at one end, through the Boostics, through the Booster S, through the Dragos, through the Chimeras, through to the new Furrier S. This is an evolution of our previous Furrier model. The original Furrier had two Velcro straps that ran across it, and that meant it was really good for people with narrow feet who wanted that kind of sensitive, aggressive downturn shoe. And then we brought the Drago out, and as you know, that had one strap across, and we found that some of the people who had got narrower feet, who wanted this sensitivity, this big swathe of rubber coming up, didn't really fit in here because it was kind of a bit too open if you've got narrow feet. This new wave closure that we've got really is a very clever idea by our designer Heinz, and it basically pulls the shoe closed. You can cinch it in if you've got narrower feet. Yeah, it allows us to bring this beautiful rubber kind of up here and round the shoe, a natural evolution of what we saw in the original Furrier. We've got this microfiber running through the upper and then kind of moving through to the back of the shoe. You can start to see this little blue tab here. Well, interestingly, this blue kind of runs all the way through. This is the integral power rib, and really what this does is this links the front of the shoe to the back of the shoe, and it's kind of an extension of that old PCB rand that we saw in the original Furrier. And what that means is whatever we do at the front of the shoe is transferred into the back of the shoe, into our integrated heel cup, and when we're heel hooking or pressing on our heel, that is transferred through to the front of the shoe so you can press against the rock. And really it's just an evolution, but a really, really nice and quite frankly really sexy shoe from WeiMyRack. It's available in the United States from July, and the retail price on it is $195. So part of the idea with kind of bringing rubber up across the top of the shoe really addresses sort of the changes that we see in modern day climbing. A lot of people tend to climb with the tops of their feet as much as they do the bottoms of their feet. And in order to kind of get that same grip and that same kind of adhesion to the rock or the resin on steep routes or problems, we kind of tend to add rubber to the upper of the shoe. You tend to see it on the more downturned shoes because you tend to use the tops of your feet more on overhanging and steeper rock. One of the characteristics that binds the whole Specialized Performance collection together is that heel-to-toe profile from here to here is very downturned. So when we're on steep rock, it kind of, first of all, can help us kind of like get over a foothold, but also it shortens the length of the lever, if you like, when we're trying to stand on something. So all of that makes the shoe much more efficient. The other thing that you see that kind of binds the Specialized Performance category together, they all tend to be quite asymmetric. And what that means is that we're throwing the big toe position round from being kind of, let's say, more central like a normal street shoe would be, or kind of an entry-level shoe, round and round and round and round, so that all your weight is kind of focused over the big toe. Because generally, if you're climbing in shoes like the new Furrier S, you're going to want to be standing on really, really small holds. So you kind of have to be very, very precise and get as much weight over that little hold as you can. So it focuses all the pressure and weight over one single point, which is obviously important if that point is a very small hold. Hello, my name is... You can't laugh when I say hello. Give a boy a complex.